view. It's incredible up here. Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Landry and I'm a student at the High School of Business and Management at the Townview Center, and one of the lead organizers of the ICE walkouts that took place across Dallas ISD on February 10th. To clarify before I start, I am not here to represent Dallas ISD, as Greg Abbott has made it very clear through threats to our funding and his authoritative oversight that no school or district is allowed to back politically empowered student movements. I would also like to add that the same goes for teachers. And while in 100% honesty, no teachers or staff helped me organize the walkouts or write this speech, it is only because of my public school education that I have the knowledge and sensibility to come to my own conclusions about the current state of our country and decide for myself that what I see happening to my Latino, Black, and queer peers is unjust and unacceptable. Who I am allowed to thank under this current state and national administration is my classmates. To any student who participated in a walkout, I want to say directly to you that it is only because of your courage and north-facing moral compass that our message was heard as loudly and as clearly as it was. And to any student seeing this who was unable to walk out, whether it be because of attendance, fear of ICE presence, or your parents simply didn't allow it, know that we appreciate your support just as much, even if it was just as simple as reposting a flyer or helping us make signs. While the walkouts did create quite the spectacle and attract national news, as it was the largest student walkout Dallas ISD has seen in recent history, we must keep the why at the forefront. We did not, as many like to believe, walk out to skip class or give the finger to the establishment. We walked out united under one simple truth, and that is that what ICE is doing to our peers, our neighbors, and our family in Texas and across the country is wrong. It is never right to snatch people off the streets or in their homes or places of work and worship. It is never right to deport anyone, legal or illegal, employed or unemployed, tax-paying or not, housed or not, or white or not. It is never right to hold anybody in U.S. custody without due process and the dignity of a fair trial, especially if in custody means a detention facility where men are packed in like dogs, where women are assaulted and not given proper medical attention, and where children go weeks without hearing from their parents or knowing where they are or attending school. Shame. And while I'd like to say that these tactics of fear and suppression, detention and disappearance, of xenophobia and white nationalism are unique to this administration, that would be doing a disservice to the Middle Eastern community, who after 9/11 and the founding of ICE faced and still face to this day discrimination and othering based solely on their nationality. That would be doing a disservice to the gay and trans community, who in the 80s were neglected and ignored to the point of near extinction due to a disease the US government refused to cure. That would be doing a disservice to the Japanese and broader East Asian community, who during World War II were treated as national security threats simply for existing and held in prison camps for committing no crimes at all. Is it starting to sound familiar yet? These would be doing a disservice to the Black community, who in every decade of our country's history have been no strangers to the type of policing and authoritative tactics we see ICE employing today. All this to say, it's Latino people today, but yesterday it was Middle Eastern people, the day before that it was queer people, the time before that it was Japanese people, and for all of history it has been Black people, and countless other minority populations I have not been able to name. The American minority steamrolling machine is a vicious one, and if you haven't been squished yet, it's only a matter of when, not if. And if your community has been squished before, you can rest assured knowing it will almost certainly happen again. And while this is a pattern as old as America's existence, so is the struggle of working class Americans against it. Now more than ever, we have to remember this fight against America's imperialist nature is won by small victories. It's won protest by protest, dollar by dollar, impeachment by impeachment, and amendment by amendment. Now more than ever, we have to look back on how minorities in the past have faced issues similar to the ones we're facing today. Whether that's learning from the sit-ins and standoffs of the 60s, the marches and gatherings of the 70s, the labor strikes of the early 20s, or the organized legal efforts of the late 1800s. Now more than ever, we have to keep our eye on the prize and remember what victory looks like. Victory looks like people of color being able to walk the streets without fear of returning home. Victory looks like women and trans people being able to access life-saving medical care, because abortion and youth transition is life-saving. Victory looks like owning the means of production and operating your company under a union. Victory looks like seeing a forest sprawling untouched by corporate hands and an ocean filled with nothing but thriving organisms. Victory looks like democracy, where voters are not playing chutes and ladders to find a polling station, and where Congress people are held accountable for insider trading and putting the concerns of foreign states above the needs of tax-paying American residents. Victory looks like stillness, where we can go to sleep at night knowing no news of a new oil war or toppled hospital in Gaza will arrive overnight. And however different your vision of victory looks like, we can all agree and fight on the front of ensuring that every American and victim of American foreign involvement should have access to their inalienable rights, free to live life, embrace their liberty, and pursue happiness in whatever way that looks like for them. As it is not our right to police how people live their lives, but our duty to ensure that they can live it safely and without persecution. Before I leave here today and march amongst you all, I also stand here as a passionate photographer, and I would like to speak directly to anyone with a phone, camera, or media personnel here today. Sometimes it is not enough to take a photo. Sometimes a situation arises where the only solution is to put your body in between the oppressed and the oppressor. And in that moment, I hope all of us as artists, activists, and professionals have a strong enough backbone to save someone's life rather than take a photo of them dying. Thank you all so much for your time. A special thanks to my mom, Rachel and Cheryl Griffin Allison, my classmates and fellow organizers at the walkout, Richard, Thomas, Toby, Reese, Rita, and Kat from Booker T. I would also like to thank my friends and mentors over at the Party for Socialism and Liberation, and all the incredible people at Indivisible Dallas who helped make this possible. Thank you so much.